Here's Goldman Sachs today, starting to move up. Had a big day up of 4%. Looks like it'll probably continue up. The financials really had a big day today. Let's take a look at some others. Bank of America, looks like that moving average right here is starting to flatten out and turn upwards, along with the OBV and the MACD looks like it's turning upwards. Let's take a look at Wells Fargo. Here's a couple other smaller stocks that have really had a really rough time. Fannie Mae, you can see the stock price here was as low as $3.39 a week ago. Today had a high and closed at $7.95 and continued upward after the market closed. Freddie Mac did the same thing. Big day up today, about 11% today. This stock was $2.23 last week, and here it was $5.28 today. Looks like it'll have another good day tomorrow. And let's take a look at the ETF that's short the financials in a leveraged way. That dropped 7.63%. That might have a little snapback as some of these financials might cool off tomorrow, maybe in the afternoon on Friday before the market closes on a 3-day weekend. Let's take a look at the oils. Here's Chevron, still on the channel upward. Here's ExxonMobil. Let's take a look at ConocoPhillips. Let's take a look at Suncor. These stocks are still heading up. And with this hurricane, it may be pretty volatile if the Hurricane Gustav does not turn into a hurricane by the time it hits landshore this coming week. Here's an interesting development of UNG, dropped 6.25% today. Had a swing from a high of 40 to 35.68. That's a really big swing on an ETF which represents the natural gas sector. It had to do with the supply was higher than expected. The consumers are changing their habits to reduce their costs, and this is a natural gas play. I would imagine this is going to be firming up and going upward as we come into the winter. Heating costs start rising. I saw the Farmer's Almanac show an unusually cold forecast for the Northeast and the central north states like Chicago area. So that might drive up prices as well. Here's GDP. Even though it dropped today almost 6%, it's still in that channel. If you draw a trend line here of, see how I'm drawing this channel, it's still within that channel, and I don't see that has fallen out of it. It would have to drop below this right here. So we'll look for energy to have probably a little stronger opening in the morning. Let's take a look at the new bull short that I opened a short at $14.85 or $14.90 today. Not a full position, and I'll probably add to it if it runs up tomorrow. I'll probably add to it tomorrow anyhow, whether it goes up or down. Increasing volume, let's take a look at that. MITI rebounded up a little bit, still within that channel of a downward correcting stock. I'm still looking for that 5 to low 5s. This is the Dow Jones. Looks like you can see that spike up today. When financials move up like that, you're going to see the Dow Jones because it does have a pretty good weight of financials in that index. Here's the Nasdaq Composite for the last 2 days. We're going to have a down opening because Dell did not meet their earnings, so their stock is down 10% after the market. We're going to see these tech stocks drop off. We'll see how that affects the financials and the oil stocks, but I think it'll pull back the financials a little bit. You guys have a good weekend, and we'll see you this weekend.